How you doing? It's me, Zacarias. I'm gonna do a story on. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do a story for James Ingram. And that's the true king of R&B. He passed away recently, 66 years old. I love the song "I Don't Have a Heart." You know, some other songs that I love from James Ingram. I remember back in the early '90s looking at VH1. I don't have a heart to hurt you. Yes, I had that. Last thing I wanna do, 'cause I don't have the heart to hurt you. Sorry. Okay, I had to get there. So anyway, I'm gonna learn the lyrics of the song. I actually want to sing it as a dedication when I do this video. I want to go ahead and talk about one of my favorite. So shut up. Sorry. Let me turn the notification thing. Can you put it on vibrate, please? Thank you. Don't disturb. There we go. All right, the reason why I'm doing this is because one of the favorite actors on soap operas of color and also mixed race passed away. And I don't know, not sure if it was suicide or not. Christophe St. John. Last time we chatted on, no, I'm laughing at the fact that we was debating on the word mulatto on my Twitter. Back in 2014, June the 16th, I put the 14, but it was actually 16. He was saying that he not like the word mulatto because the word means a mule, but I was trying to tell him the actual word come from Marad, whatever. It's a Arab word for mixed race. When the Africans, this is so-called sub-Saharan African in the Arabic was mixed and called it. And I guess the Spaniards through the mixing of the Moors used it for mulatto, and then they don't become mule, whatever. But he got offended at the word mulatto. I said I prefer the word mulatto over the word nigga. Okay, so we was debating back in June 2014 on the 16th, right? Okay, on Twitter. It's like the last time we chat. Me and Christophe St. John actually showed on my Twitter account how the conversation was about, and I was hurt because that's how I heard he committed suicide, that he was dealing his issue with his son, Julian. I think the Asian woman is his mom. So, to my knowledge, Chris St. John's mother is white. Father is of African descent. It's weird that actually they had, and I said weird, it's because they had the woman who played Drew. She was the other Victoria Sorrell, something like that. I forgot her name. She's the other mixed mulatto sister that was on there who played his wife on Young and Restless back in the 90s, and Shamar Moore. And y'all know that she was adopted, but her parents, one of is so-called black, ain't pure black as another. So pure black and other was white. She has a daughter who was blonde and blue-eyed like a white girl, okay? And she was on Sally. I never forget it, back in the early 90s. About multiracial, biracial identity and heritage, and she motivated me to be very proud of my multiracial background. Back in the 90s. And then Shamar Moore, I know his mother is white and dad is African descent. And the mother, like, she has some black in her. His dad is dark skinned, so and just because he's dark skinned, I mean he doesn't have any Native American white in him. But his mother, as she got older, she looks more like like she's mixed with some black out of family. I don't know. But Shamar Moore, and that was my role model because he was the model, and I was trying to be a model. And Christophe St. John, he was interviewing him back in 1994 when I was in 9th grade. And I remember having magazines, catalogs of International Mail. Okay, y'all know International Mail. I got that from GQ. And he said a lot. We got rid of them, but they used to have a lot of stacks of because I was like, oh, I get it. Somebody in the back was closed. And Shamar Moore was on there. Shamar was on International Mail. He was on JCPenney. He was on many other, he was in many other, catalogs. And that was good to see someone of color, of African descent. Even though, and they said, well, he may mix. Well, we mix too. I mean, I'm not one dropping him, whatever. I don't use one drop out rule. My multiracial identity and heritage. Both my parents are mixed race blacks and not pure black. and I traced my roots to England, okay, back in 2016, excuse me. So, point is, when it comes to Chris John, I never knew him mention his mixed background until I actually saw on the Instagram, and he mentioned it on Twitter and other media, and I think I saw Wikipedia, but he was on the Cosby Show. He was playing Alex Haley, Roots the series, and Alex Haley, just like Jesse Smollett. Jesse Smollett was the boy on the movie Queen, and he played Alex Haley's father. Because Halle Berry in pale makeup, she played Queen, who passed as white, and her background was her mother was black and Native American Cherokee. There was a slave master white, and there was a love affair. It wasn't rape. And y'all know, I can stand Anne Margaret's character. I couldn't. That was the stepmother, the wicked stepmother. Okay, she's the white racist wicked stepmother. That fire to cuss here. I don't want to say it because we're talking about someone's death. But I want to say the B word so bad. Okay, because I couldn't stand when Halle Berry got slapped by her because she played Queen as an older woman or a teenager. I wanted Halle Berry to retaliate because how I feel about people whooping it. Yes, okay. So anyway, and Halle Berry like Vandy in that movie too, with that long wig on her head. She like Vandy, Denise Becker Smith. All these folks got different mama, white mama, and so-called black dad or black parent, whatever. And nobody is pure. Like I said, when it comes to African American people, most of us are part white and Native American anyway. But due to the condition of the one drop rule, that's why we're coming up with colors. And you're like, well, they like African, people that like Akon, Yoko. So I call it it's to educate people, because regardless, you say, well, it's a black person when it comes to me, but you will see Akon, I'm more lighter than Akon. You would know that down in my background, that's other races. My mom's side, African American, as I research, African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, and Native American. My dad's side, black, French, and English, Native American. And Choctaw, to be specific, on my grandmother, on my dad's side, because her great-grandfather, her dad's grandfather, her dad's side was pure Choctaw. And, of course, his wife was part English, part black, like a white woman. She was from Louisiana, okay? So I always want to educate. I'm not with the one black nationalism or white nationalism. I'm totally against on both sides against, okay? Or Hispanic nationalism, I'm Spanish Creole, not the Spanish from Latin America. Of course I'm Hispanic, but not Hispanic from Latin America, like Mexico, Puerto Rico, Cuba, and let's be careful. We don't know, because I know that was on my background. I said, Real, what is Real? That's Spanish. So one of my four grandparents on my mom's side was a black Spanish Creole brother. Last name Real, and they changed it to Rouse. Weird. I think they actually changed it on purpose. I didn't think that my four grandparents, would change, actually, like Richie Valens or other Latinos, even Mariah Carey's grandfather, okay? Mariah Carey's grandfather was Hispanic. Roberto Nunez, and he changed to Robert Carey, and then he married her African American descendant grandmother, Hattie Cole from the Upper South. And that's how after Roy Carey Nunez, her dad, came in, okay? And then he married a white woman, an Irish American woman, Patricia Higley. You can tell I know Mariah Carey's background. So anyway, point is, let me go ahead and start talk about how Chris L. St. John was one of my role models too on soap opera. My role models on soap opera when it comes to men was Michael E. Knight. Of course, he's white. Then you had Keith Hamilton Cobb. That's the guy who played Noah on All My Children. He had dreads, light brown skin, African man. And so he does Broadway right now. Okay. Then Shamar Moore and Chris St. John. I actually, no offense to Chris St. John, so I actually looked at Shamar because Shamar was also a model. And then they on Tyson Belford, dark chocolate mixed race brother, Blasian on his mom's side. And mom is black and Chinese from Jamaica, and dad's Panamanian. Okay, Afro Latino with probably some Spanish and American. Our family tree just came out looking more African descent, And yes, that's Tyson Beverly. I bashed Kim Kardashian for bashing Tyson Beverly. How dare you talk about my blazing Latin chocolate brother? My role model that too. Anyway, so Christopher John, when it comes to him, he always been a cool, collected, multiracial brother. I never heard any no drama, but he was a very talented actor on Young and Restless and other projects, especially the Cosby Show, and he also like he played Alex Haley's dad. Alex Haley, okay, yeah, Alex Haley on the movie, the Roots, the series I heard, and it's funny. We were debating on the word mulatto back in 2014. That's why I laughed earlier. And it's sad right now that he passed away due to depression, suicide. Lord have mercy, because I'm going to be real with y'all. On my channel, I've been dealing with that recently. I've been off my medication. And now I haven't committed suicide. It's this predicament that I'm going through. But thank God I've been praying and listening to inspirational, motivation videos. About, especially when you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you have to change your mindset. That's what makes it work. And probably, as I'm reading the book, Black Choice, Think Go Rich or Black Choice by Dennis Kimbrough, and I did finish reading it. And that is a good book. Please get that book. Your mindset has to change in order to succeed, okay? And that's what's in the Bible, man, think it. And I have changed my mindset. That's why I've been succeeding because I almost went there due to financial burden. I'm still fighting some things y'all know I've been going through since last year, and I'm not going to detail that because it's about to go to close of this. But thank God for the victory. But I was depressed, and I've been taking herbal medic, especially matcha. That's my kush. Okay, matcha green tea, peppermint tea, chamali. Where is it? Is it the tea that makes you feel? Just as it, chamali. It's I don't talk about if y'all know it actually makes you feel good. I love that tea. And I was taking St. John Wart's pills. I ran out, but I'm taking Gotu, and those are herbal medications. And I've been praying and changing my mindset and actually believing it's going to happen. And things are happening slowly. God's patient. Okay, I have to learn His patience. Because usually I will admit that I sometimes lose patience, and even with Him and anything. But that's why I got those food cycle, lost the trust. But things has been accomplished as well. So what happened is I was going through some things, and as I was going through some things, I almost went there. But thank God, I've been praying and everything. Let everyone please have trust in Him. I ain't the perfect one, but please have trust in Him. And He's a merciful God. He's not a tyrant. Okay, and please learn about the mercy of Him. And I will actually be honest with you, there was a temptation because I was fighting this mental illness. Because and one thing when I had suicidal, it's not that I hate myself or anything. I hate the predicament, and I think that there's no other alternative. But once again, reading books, changing my mindset, changing my own boss, and also believe there's other alternatives to when you hit rock bottom, or you feel that there's no other way out. There's no limits. There's no limits in God. I mean, we live in man, and don't put no trust in Him. But that's what. So that's what I've been believing. Because sometimes when we grew up, we get the mental health issue, believe that's the other way out. Okay, I don't want to go through this problem. I'm gonna take my life out. But understand, ask God to show you the alternative. Yes, y'all. Okay, please. There's always an alternative to things. There's problems and solutions, and don't limit yourself. Don't put limits on your mindset, and don't let nobody put limits on you. And if I did not start looking at YouTube videos on celebrity gossip and ratchet stuff, that's why I started to change what I look on YouTube as well. Start listening to motivational um, videos and stuff like that. And that's what, and start to read books, start going back and reading again. And that's what changed my mindset. Um, and I will admit that the temptation was still there. And when I heard about Christopher St. John's situation, you know, it flipped out. At first, he's just one of my role models that I sometimes often forget, because he's not in the limelight all the time. Let's be understandable. But he did broke barriers in the career that I would love to go in. And he was open. He like I said, he didn't talk as much. I'll go ahead and admit that. You didn't hear any scandalous situation going on. He was a famous person that kept his, tip to himself. You know what I'm saying? And he was proud of his moderation, but he wasn't out loud with it, okay? But he was a great actor especially on Young and Restless. I didn't like watching Young and Restless because it was too boring, but I will admit, when Victoria and Shamar Moore and Christopher St. John was on it, I'll watch it. And I'm not to be ethnocentric, like I said, I am mixed with white. I don't look white, okay, down the family tree. But when you see people acting and say it gets your attention. That's why diversity is so good in our business in Hollywood, because when we see ourselves, especially in a positive light, not in negative. That's one thing that I will say that recently I also do a video, and there's some things going on in Baytown, Texas. There's the police officers being racist down there. There's on Channel 2. And this young brother that was abused and had a canine on, not only on like Colonel X, so-called activists, but I saw the comments on Facebook, and I'm still blocked on Facebook. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in Facebook jail. And I saw how people would not respond, like in mercy for, but it's all Colonel X when he's scandalous behavior, being scamming people like Marcus Garvey did, and the W boys called out. But not to change the subject, y'all. The reason I'm bringing up the positivity, if I present people, no matter dark skin, light skin, if I was mixed, pure black, whatever, in Hollywood, because I don't know that brother's story, even though I'm on his side in the police should not commit official oppression, which is a penal code here in Texas. That's what he did to this brother. But if he had a past, the criminal past, so many of our young people have not only have their families, if they have broken families, have felt the cracks of crime and being in jail or criminal behavior or in drug use. But I will admit the media, the propaganda that even the Jews were being persecuted because of Hitler did, was done here in the United States. And some of our people, we can blame the record execs and the Hollywood, but some of our people are choosing to participate in this mess for $1. And our young people have no direction. And when something happens to them, if they're innocent, of course you feel sorry, but if they're not innocent, and you will see the comment section, just follow the law, stop breaking the law, y'all thugs, you didn't do nothing. This is the reason why I talk about racism, y'all, on my channel, okay? Because if they keep seeing the media, and some of our people are choosing to perpetrate this and also make money, and they also get scammed. Listen to the Vaseline song that Ice-T was talking about when he was in NWA. Do you understand? And you see why Death Row Records, not to bring up Suge Knight, they're not in business. Jimmy Iovine made a lot of money off of that. Understand, when we have our people perpetrating bad behavior on purpose, now young people going through this mess, and then you see why we get this is the reason why I bring this up, okay? We, as none of us are perfect, but we need to start promoting. It's with Tom Burrow from Burrow Communications, and everything I read. Thank God I read, I think it's Rich Black Choice with Dennis Kimbrough and Napoleon Hill. He has a book called Brainwashed by Inferiority, Black Inferiority. He has a book, and when I get my English class, I'm buying that book. It talks about this. Some of our people, it's hard to feel sorry in the nationwide, because they see images of thug behavior in rap music promoted all over the globe. You cannot, if our people are doing this, it's a catch-20. You know what I'm saying? And we need role models like Kristen St. John, who play a good character on Young Restless and Cosby Show and Roots and other projects, because I never seen him play a negative stereotype. Never, this brother never played a negative stereotype, and that's why I had to do a video on Kristen St. John and show honor and show my respect to this brother. Okay? And this is Black History Month, and even he had a white parent, and I'm not one dropping him. He's still part of the black hair race. He's part of the white race too, but he broke in barriers, and it hurt me to hear that he committed suicide. If it is true, it hurt me, and this is a topic that needs to be known. This is nothing new. A lot of people don't talk about men of African descent. Of course, they're talking about white men, middle-aged white men committing suicide. Okay, especially prior to the Trump situation, Obama, and all stuff. But also, a lot of people are not talking about. A lot of African descent men are committing suicide. And as a man of African descent, I am mixed with Black French Spanish Creole, English, Irish descent. I want my people to be aware. I was one, and that's why I'm very vocal about my mental health. And I talk bad about how child abuse in our families. I talk bad about that. I don't care if I air dirty laundry. Actually, dirty laundry is on worst off with hip hop. How they got this, and it goes back in slavery and goes back in how the people distort the scripture. As St. Paul says in the Bible that people distort and on destruction as do other scripture. Therefore, be on guard. In the 3rd chapter of Second Peter, okay, 15-17. I ain't the perfect one, but it's the truth. People do suffer a lack of knowledge. Okay, Hosea 4:6. A lot of brothers, from the darkest to the lightest, are committing suicide. People want to brush and say, it's the white folks. Hush up with that. That's a stereotype, and you're very ignorant. A lot of brothers, yes, there are claims that police kill someone and say suicide, but no. You have brothers, and I'm one of them, who thought about committing suicide due to bullying. All these young people committing suicide and bullying y'all. Let me let you know, I was one of those kids back in the 90s. That's why I asked to go to help. Go get help, excuse me. I was one of those kids getting bullied at home and getting bullied in school, and felt the whole world was against me and there was no way out. Okay? I also felt that as an adult, being controlled by others. That's why I don't like nobody telling me what to do. Okay? That's why I'm very unique, and I have no problem being unique, because that's who I am. I'm not nobody else. I promote individuality, not collectivism. Okay? This is the reason why I talk about suicide on my channel. And depression. Even the brothers who out there who are locked up in jail, even out there even the ones who are going to school. And never forget, back in 2003, there was a brother, very educated brother, by Michael skin tone, committed, very well dressed. It was on Houston Chronicle, committed suicide. In one of the Sunday paper editions, tell about this, but early 2003 or 2. And I had in my club, and I was going to do it. And I never know about YouTube, but I never wanted to mention him because it hurt me. A lot of people are committing suicide in our community that we keep brushing under the rug and saying it's white people doing it. And let you know, even in mental health, you have bad doctors who get the wrong medication and even treat men of color, women too, but men of color, African, Hispanic, Asian, mixed race, Native American, Arabian, Middle Eastern, whatever, like trash. We're not taken seriously in the mental health facilities as well. And then you get medications worse than our symptoms. And so this is the reason why that it touched me. Because it wasn't that long ago, 5 years ago, in the summertime, me and Crystal St. John was debating over the word mulatto. And now I had to do a video because, brother, you in my heart. Because I still love my brother, my old school brother, my older brother, Christoph St. John. You know, we're not blood brother, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Even at debate, we disagree. We didn't cuss each other out. We shook hands, even though we didn't literally, but y'all know me on electronically, okay? And I still showed her respect. And I still follow him on Instagram. That was somebody, and I said, I never thought in years I would be talking online, on Twitter, to Chris St. John. Never in my life, that I thought I'd be talking to someone like that. Somebody that I admired on TV. That I was so happy that he portrayed a good character of a brother. He didn't show no inferiority complex. He went a thug. Okay, none of that mess. He always showed being a man of African descent in a good light. And I had to do, that's why I didn't cuss on the video. I had to do a tribute to this brother. Because he broken that barrier and he need his honor. And today, this is February in Black History Month. And yes, he's mixed race. And many of us are. And I'm not saying if he was part of America, I'll do a video. Trust me, y'all know how I am. I speak multiracial, not monoracial on my channel. But he deserved the honor. And anyone know through Black history, the first Cocoa Blacks were minimal mixed race. Okay? Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, okay? Okay, Fair Douglas, come on now. Hello, okay? The truth of the matter is, y'all, that even Harriet Tubman, her mother was part white. Found it out. I did not know that, but for real, okay? Let's be real. She came out dark skin, but I found out her mother was part white. But anyway, okay? Her dad was full-blown African. Truth of the matter is, we need to be recognized as brother and sad, and we need to discuss mental health because even in our community, you'll get over it. It ain't gonna hurt you. Just like, not to bring up a singer, with the R. Kelly situation, and y'all say why these sisters was overlooked because it's not just the white people. Even you overlook it, you get over it. They ain't gonna bother. They ain't gonna kill you. That's because we get that Samuel Cartwright mentality. That in Darwinism and Reverend Clark Jones mess. And we Lynch that African people were not human and anybody got a drop of that should be treated like they're not human. That's why we shout Black Lives Matter. And later on Native Lives Matter in Latino, but when it comes to African American people, because people don't look at people of color as human. They look at white people as human. Full-blown white. That's why you have folks who are mixed, who look white, try to pass as pure white. Shout out to Paris Jackson and her older brother for not passing, for mentioning their part. I'm not saying to exclude the white woman, but just acknowledge who they are. But just take all of it, okay? Just acknowledge everything you are. This the reason I had to do a video. Because that brother, that lighter brown skinned brother, that was on the American Soul, but it's mostly white, full Caucasian looking white people. They are mixed, okay? Down the family tree. Always is selected. But that brother showed a good character. Not no thug, not ratchet, none of that. And that's why I have to give honor what honors due. And it hurts me to see this brother passing away. Even with a symptom that I dealt with, suicide. Because even at that time, as a teenager, I was going through that. And I had to keep it hidden. I think I was trying to fight off because of the last time I attempted suicide, me and my grandma got into it. And I got tired after I had called laws on her. In 94, and so I didn't want them to try to do anything to me after my mother tried to, of course, feed into the situation, and that as well. But anyway, so one time we had a little small situation, and I got tired, and I got my asthma pump and pumped it so many times. And when I felt my body was almost about to leave the spirit, I had to drink some water because I didn't want to die. Yes, I pumped so many times because I got tired. You know, the tag and all the other stuff my grandma was that do back in the summer of 94. But I did when I did want to, I would keep a thought of it, but still try to fight off it. You know what I'm saying? Cause CPS didn't take my side. The white man that came on visit back in '94 in May. Was it late May or June? Whatever it was. He took their side, so the police. So anyway, yeah, just to take anyway. But I felt those no, but that's why. But I was going later on. I would cry in the middle of the night and get depressed. As I got older, I would keep that hidden because my family had no sympathetic situation with me about it, and I had nobody on my side. So who I talk to. Not to talk to God or anything else, but you get mad and felt suicidal. I would have I would lash out and throw things around and stuff. But truth, y'all, I'm letting you know that I never thought in years I would talk to Chris John, and I didn't know he was going to situation. And like I said, if people understand, his son had passed away. The one who's Blasian and mulatto. His son has passed. Has committed suicide, and he couldn't get over the situation. So I heard to other sources that due to him huge depression, he dealt with his son passing away. He later on did the same thing. So we need to talk about suicide because it's brothers in the hood, in the suburban, in the jail cell. Yeah, I know about the white racist people doing, so please don't come my channel what that means. But no, they're actually, because in the meantime, when I was committing suicide, when I got falsely accused, exaggeration, and tried to defend myself back in 2014, there in February of all, I almost committed suicide when that dark-skinned cop tried to arrest me and the woman who's trying to, my crazy neighbor, I finally later on got convicted. Okay, finally, okay, it's a hurt. She's no longer here. Started mess, okay? But she tried to fight me, and I told her that she put her hand on that big knife and killed her. She was about to be the camera. No offense to Nicole Brown. She was about to be the camera. She about the same skin tone. An old camera skin version of Nicole. No offense, because she's about to fight me, as big as she is, okay? And I told her he took her hand run in that kitchen, get that big knife. So, when I came back trying to get some food from the food pantry and everything else, we go to the Creole Festival, and that's when the cop would try to play games with us, and then that dark skinned brother was no good. I heard he got fired. I'm not sure that's true, but anyway, he threatened to arrest both of us, and I didn't lie. That she lied, talking about the help of her so-called friends of ours. Took her side, and so I ain't gonna be tired that night. I would have committed suicide because I was off my medication for real. I had to go to Bentar, psychiatric. They took me to Bentar Hospital, and then actually that doctor who's Near Eastern, she was a very, said you deal with social issues. I wish she was my doctor, okay, because the doctor I had, the 19 Creole Italian dude, he Italian, but I heard he's mixed with Creole. He's evil. As I don't go into detail. I'm glad I snitched on him to the gut yesterday to the state how he treated me back in late 2014. But anyway, but see, I'm saying people how he treated me gave me a big dose of. It was in Vega, and Vega made me like didn't let me do work. I would not perform well on the job. That's why I mean that dark skinned sister who married to Hispanic. At the gas station. Okay, yeah, you want to that I was on in Vega, and it slowed me down, and I was not getting a check. They denied me a check. Yes, it was SSI. So understand, you see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm very open my business. I want people who going through what I go through understand. And only I'm gonna try to add a suicide awareness number or something so nobody does not go through the situation. But please understand, y'all, don't feel like there's no hope out there. And through God's hands and eyes. And He is a merciful God, even to unkind, ungrateful people and wicked people. It says in Luke 6, nobody condemn you, talking about God gonna punish that mess, that old spiritual abuse. He actually condemned when he condemned, as what Jesus said in Luke 6:27-37. Okay? As I was saying, that He's not a tyrant. He's merciful. I'm not the perfect one, but I, talk to Him, and let you know that he not like what people subscribe. If you see bad behavior, if someone trying to talk about God, that's the devil. Okay, understand that it's a Pharisee scribe, the anxious person. Don't listen to that. The wolf in sheep clothing, that false prophet. Okay, they will try to make him, based on their false interpretation. But the truth of it is, y'all, you could tell that I've been doing, like, watching videos on, on the symptoms I have and everything else, because I want to recover. I'm about to be 40, y'all. I'm about to be 40 years old. I'm about to be middle age. My young adult days are about to go away, and I look young because I take care of myself. And actually, no, I know mantra makes you look younger. Okay, because yeah, mantra, yeah, it does. I didn't know that, but I just drink it because of concentration and focus. That's my kush. Believe in yourself. Okay, you know, there are ways out. There's many alternatives out. Don't let anybody tell you there's no way out. Ask God to give you the answer. Okay, and that's all I gotta say. Cause I started trusting Him, even asking Him to get rid of that bad image that I got from my family. How they describe and other people have described Him. That's untrue, inaccurate, and distorted. And let y'all know that, just have faith. Okay, faith our works is dead. Like I said in St. James chapter 2. You know what I'm saying? And believe in yourself, okay? And y'all, my prayers go out to the family and everybody else and to him as well. Yes, we pray for that in the Catholic Church, we do. So understand that we, understand that my heart goes out to this, and that's why I'm very open about my mental health, because I'm sure someone's on my channel is going through the same thing I'm going through. No matter what race they are, specifically in the ethnicities, especially African American, and even the ethnicities, and even those who identify as mixed, they're darker than me, kinky hair, or my shade, or lighter than me, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're going through something because people don't care about folks who acknowledge their roots. That's why I see why people choose to pick one side or the other, because it's the easier in this racist society. But I choose not to do that. I choose not to deny my mixed background that led me, my parents, and my family, my grandparents, no matter what they look like, to be here today. It wasn't for the French, the black, the French, the Irish, English, and Native American, Spaniard. I wouldn't, I wouldn't be here talking to you, no matter what I look like to y'all. Okay, so get that out of your head. But I'm not gonna let people's ignorance define me. But understand that I had to do a video on this, and my prayers go out there, and to y'all. Christian St. John was a great actor, and he deserved the honor. Yes, he does. All right, but we need to start working on mental health issues both in African American and Hispanic community, because we feel this for white folks, it's for crazy people. No, even the crime rate of the children, young people, has to do with mental health. Okay, it's the truth. It is the truth. Okay, all right. Especially when you have bad parenting and broken homes, that's also a reason. Anyway, bye bye, y'all. Have a nice day.